Hello, fellow Sudokans. Welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Thursday, the 27th of November 2025. Hope you are keeping well, enjoying life. I hear the cat meowing in the background, calling for me to go outside, and I think it's time to warm up again because it's evening here and it's starting to get cool down again. We did have some hot sunshine in the daytime, but it's relatively cool. I mean, compared to the normal temperatures in Thailand, it's very cool at the moment. Speaking of temperatures, the weather in Thailand, in the south of Thailand, I mentioned already a couple of times about the flooding in Hat Yai province down in the south. What on earth is going on there? I'm filled with confusion. I'm going to mention that rescue efforts have been going on. 33 people have died in the floods so far. If you Google if you want to, I can't show you any images on here. They're all copyrighted, and Thai newspapers are notably litigious when it comes to using any of their material online. The law here is very tough on that kind of thing, so I won't be showing you any of their photographs. But if you Google, you'll see the extent of the flooding, and it's very deep and nasty right across Hat Yai. It's just starting to recede now a bit, I think. But anyway, that's not what I'm going to tell you about. What I'm going to tell you about is that rescue efforts, people have been trying their best to rescue the people there, those people who were not evacuated ahead of time. The warnings were sent out, but some people did not want to evacuate. And apparently some of the people who are trying to rescue people have been shot at. Yes, shot at with guns. And nobody's been hit, but been some near misses and stuff like that apparently. What on earth is going on? Now, I've heard some reports that some people were trying to do their rescues on jet skis. Now, that does seem inappropriate, right? To be right, I know from when my house is surrounded by water here, even when cars go past along the street, the waves that they create are quite large. Even when a car comes past at a fairly slow speed, creates a big wave that that echoes around here. And I could imagine that jet skis don't really help. Must make the situation very bad for people in those situations. But to shoot at someone that's trying to, get you out and offer food and stuff like that, it seems an insane thing to do. It may have something to do with the distrust of the government. The Thai national government. Successive Thai national governments have had lots of problems with the south of Thailand, which does have a separatist movement. But that kind of movement is normally further south than Hat Yai. Hat Yai is far in the south, but it's not like the extreme three provinces which are always considered quite dangerous for people to travel in. But it may have something to do with that. Reporting seems unclear. But anyway, please don't shoot at anyone that's trying to help you. Wherever you are in the world, if somebody's trying to rescue you, they've probably got good intentions. Even Donald Trump, when he was throwing toilet rolls at people or kitchen rolls at people, I'm sure he wasn't doing it with malice. Well, I say I'm sure. I'm not that sure, but anyway. All right, anyway, stop shooting at people. Let's play the game of Sudoku. This is the Pais expert level game. I'm going to start with digit 3s, blocking up here and across there, giving me my first digit down here, and a digit 3 blocking down here and across there, giving me my second 3 of the match. Match, playing football. We've got 9 blocking across here and across there, and a 9 blocking down, so that'll give us 9 in that square. Sevens blocking like this and this. Pair over here, 2 and 8 blocking up. That gives us 2 and 8 in those squares there. Let's look at them one by one, shall we? Can we get anything with the 2s? Actually, we've also got 2s in those squares, I noticed. 2s up there. It's a bit unclear there. Okay, now the other thing I said was 8s. 8s are here, so we're going to get 8s in those squares. What else do we know about digit 8? Oops, 8s are there and there. Down here, no, there's 3 possibilities. Okay, alright, so if that's 2 and 8, this has to be 4 and 5. Okay, let's see about the 4s then. We've got 4s there, that'll give us 4s in those squares. We also have 4s there, 4s somewhere there. And the 5s then, come on, be nicer, be kinder. Well, okay. Alright, let's have another look at this. This is 2 and 8, so maybe we can look across here just in case. So we've got 2 and 8. So we need 1, 4, 6, 1, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. The cat has been fed. He was fed quite early today. I think he's feeling hungry again. He's eaten too much. Hello, we've got 9 and 6 blocking up there. That's going to give us a 9 and 6 in those squares there. That means that this is 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 in these squares here. Right, let's try that. We know that 1s are there. Alright, we know that 2s are there. And we know that 4s are here and over there somewhere. Okay, and then these are not 1, 2, or 4. They must be 5 and 8 and... Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Oh dear. Going nowhere fast with this. Let's try the easy numbers instead. That will save some time, won't it? We'll do the 1 blocking like this. So we got 1s in those squares blocking back across there. Sometimes it's better to just look for the easy numbers first. Save a bit of headaches. Three, 5, 6. All right, now okay, I see it now. 6 and 9 block up here, so that's 6 and 9. So this is 1, 2, and 4. In fact, we've got 2 blocking that way. And when we notice the 2 over here, we see that the 2 blocks that square. 2, it has to be one of those squares there. So that will be our 2 there. So we're left with 1 and 4 in those squares there now. And 1 and 7 block this square, 1 and 7 block that square, so that's a pair of 1 and 7 in those squares. Which is which? I don't know, but that's 1 and 7. So these are not 1 or 7, they must be 1 or 7. They've got to be 9 and what is the other number? 6 and 9, there we go. 6 and 9 pair in those squares there. Oh yeah, of course, because we've got 6, 9 there, haven't we? Alright, that's 6, 9. That's 6, 9, that's a 6 and a 9 there. More data needed, I think. Right, let's try once again to start going through in the easy way. I keep getting sidetracked. If you hear my cat barking like a dog, it's one of the things he likes to do sometimes. He likes to imitate a dog, I think. Do we have a triple here? 146 blocking down here, I believe we do. 146 blocking down here, so these squares must be 146. The 1s are at the bottom, the 4s and the 6s, I don't know, but that's 146, so this is not. So this is 3 and 5. And how does that help? This is 3 and 5. I think we already worked this out, did we not? So that's 3 and 5, so this is 2, 8, 9. So 9s are up there. And we already have 2, 8 there, so yeah, not going anywhere with it. It's really annoying. I seem to be going round and round. I keep finding things and they just leading me in the same to the same conclusion. I'm still trying to find an easy way around. Come on, get with it. Getting messages. Oh, I think I've got some urgent work coming in. I have. I'm going to have to put this game on hold and answer an email, do some urgent work, and I'll be back. Don't go away, because for you it will be nothing, right? We will just be seamlessly flowing into the next section, but for me, I'm going to be gone for a while. Okay, take care. Okay, I'm back. Email replied to for the customer. work assigned to employee, telephoned and agreed to. So all hunky-dory there. I can come back and get on with this game of Sudoku with you. Now, what on earth was going on? I don't know, but the 6s are highlighted. So presumably I was looking at digit 6. I've entirely forgotten what numbers were where now, but that's okay. Never mind. I don't think you see much going on with the 6s. 7s. Man, this looks like there's so many things happening here. I can't quite grab him. Can't quite grab them. Man, this game is frustrating me because it's there's a lot going on, really a lot, and I just can't. There are pairs here, pairs there, and I ought to be able to grab hold of them, but I just can't somehow. One thing's for sure, if we start putting in the pencil marks, there'll be lots of easy stuff to grab a hold of, I'm sure. We've definitely got 8 and 9 in those squares there. I mean, obviously no 8 there, but... can't be a 1. So, can't be a 7. The other missing number is 6. What do we know about 6s? There, right? Oh, I said before 1 and 7. Before I went on my break, I said that those have to be 1 and 7, right? Not my break, so this has to be 6 or 9 in those squares. Yeah, okay, 8's are still possible there. 6, 9, 6. This one is, this one's really getting to me. It's a very annoying. 8s. Ones. What about this middle block here? We've got 1s in those squares, right? 7s in those squares. about twos? I think maybe there. Four. 4, 5, 8. Man, this is a frustrating game. There is a lot going on here and I just can't grab a hold of it. So I'm going to put in the pencil marks because my brain is incapable of doing this. Certainly at the moment it is anyway. We've got 6 and 9 block up there. That's going to give us 6 and 9. Once these pairs are sorted out anyway, I'm sure it will all become very clear because most of the stuff, a lot of stuff is already done here. That's 2 and 8. And this was 4 and 5, wasn't it? And we've got 3 and 5 down here, I do remember, because we had 1, 4, all of these blocking down. 1, 4, 6 blocking down there, right? Now we've got 1s in those squares there. The 4s and the 6s, though, can be in those squares as well. In fact, I'm going to put those in right now, because I think most of this is going to be done. 2s are in those squares there, and what else did we know? Lots. Once again, I'll say this is 1s here. This is 1 and 7 blocking here, 1 and 7 blocking there. So I've got a pair of 1 and 7 in those squares there, and this square have to be the 6 and 9, right? Okay, let me do that so I don't forget. Right, so 1s, I'm not sure anymore. 2s are down here like this, and then over there like so. And okay, 3s are there. Fours are somewhere there. Fives. Pair of 6s over there. Sevens are a pair there, pair there, pair over here. 7 blocking up there, 7 blocking across there, so that is actually a pair of 7s in those squares there. 8s, we have 8 blocking across here and 8 blocking down there, so that's a pair of 8s there, and as I said earlier, 8s go in those squares there. Nines somewhere there, somewhere there, and in one of those two. Right, so as you can see there are a lot of pairs on the board already. I may have even missed some. Let's have another quick look. Okay, so I've got more to do. Okay. All right, I think that's okay actually. I'm just going to go along with it. If I've left something out, that's okay. There are a couple of blocks I want to look at. This one here and this one down here. Okay, let's do this one up here then. So now 1 is not complete yet. We've got 1 blocking up here. I know that's a 1 or a 7, but 1 could still appear in those squares there. 2 is in, 3 is in, 4, 5 is in, 6 blocks up here like this. And I know that this can't be a 6 either, but the 6 could appear in those 3 squares there. And the 7 is done now. The 8, 8 blocks up there, so we get a pair of 8s there and there. Not a pair of 8s, we have 8s available as candidates in those squares there. And I think that is it, because 9 is done, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's see if there's something along... Oh, I'm not finished here. I've got to finish this block first. So 1 blocking up here. And so 1 still possible in those squares. 2, 3, 4 blocks across there. So 4's there. 5 is okay. 6. 6, 6, 6. We know that 6 can't be in that square, but I think everywhere else it still can be. 7 is done. 8 is done. 9 is done. Okay, right, so we are complete there now. So there is 1, 4 and 6, 3 numbers in 3 squares in this row. So first of all, let's get rid of the 4 and the 6 there. And then over here, let's get rid of the 1 and the 6 there. And that will leave us with 2, 8 and 9, 3 numbers in 3 squares over here. Now we've got 2, 8, 9 here in this block. That means that that 8 is no longer valid. We don't need that any longer. And we're left with 1, 6, 7. Okay. We've got 2, 8 there, 1, 6, 1, 4, 6. Yeah, that seems to be okay. All right, so we are at least matching, or rather, we're going on along the right lines. Now, I wanted to look at this block down here. Don't know why. I just felt it might be useful. But is there anything else up here first that we need to do? There might be, but let's just do this down here anyway. So we got 1, 2, 3 blocks like this. 4 blocks across there. 5. Do we know anything about 5? Maybe not. Okay, 6 blocks this square here, so 6 has to be in one of these squares over here like this. 7 is in, 8 is in, 9 is in, so that's done. So I have to do this section here. We've got 1s like this. Do we know anything about the 2s? They block down there and across there. 4. This game is longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be very quick once we got onto pencil marks, but it's taking a while to sort through, but don't panic. No restrictions on 5. That's done. Right, let's have another look. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 5 numbers. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of the candidates to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we know about 5? It blocks down there. That's what we know. 6 blocks like this. 8 blocks down there. Alright, there's one more block to go. Might as well finish it off then. So what do we know about the 2s? They block down here and across there. So 2s in those squares there. 3, 4 done. 5 blocks down here. 6, 7. How about 8? 8 blocks like this. A pair of 8s there. And that's all done. So where are we? Okay. In this block here, in this row here, we have a pair of 4 and 5, so that can't be 4 or 5. That will give us a 6 in that square, and it will mean some removals in those squares there of digit 6, and that will give us a 9 here, and a 6 back here, and a 9 there, and a 9 down there with an 8 here, and an 8 there. And we can remove candidates 8 and 9 from that square. Remove 9 there. And finish digit 9 there. Okay, right. Okay, that's much lighter now, isn't it, already? Just doing that. Let's go through the numbers now. That's the only spot for a 2, so 2 is there, 8 is there, 8 also in this square here, 5 there. Get rid of some 5s. We've got a pair of 4 and 5 here. This can't be a 4 now. I can take that candidate out. Actually, I think I could have done that earlier, couldn't I? Right from the beginning, I think I worked that out. That was 4 and 5, so I shouldn't have put it in there in the first place. But never mind. Candidates are there to be removed. We've got 6s along the top. We'll get rid of that candidate 6 there. Six blocks all the way down here. That means that is our 6. That gives us an 8 in that square and a 2 in that square there. And we can remove our candidate 2 there. This can't be an 8 now, must be a 4. Back on that side for the 6. Okay, I believe we've done enough to finish this game now. Okay, digit 1 is finished. That's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6. A lot of stuff to be removed, I guess. But what's missing in this section here? 2 and 3, is it? So 3 blocking down, that gives us 3 there and 2 there. Still need a 2 there. This is 3 and 8, is that right? 8 blocking across there, yep. 8 there, 3 there, 3, 5, 5 there. Okay. Oh no, I had a break in the middle. I was just about to say that's a ridiculously long game, but I've forgotten I had a break in the middle. Well, it was a long game anyway, but it was even longer for me because I had a break in the middle. I had to answer some email. Thanks for joining me on this Thursday Thanksgiving US holiday. And I'll see you tomorrow for the occasional game of Sudoku, but I have hospital appointments tomorrow, regular checkup, and I have work in the afternoon, and I have other things to do, so I might not be able to play much Sudoku tomorrow. But anyway, I'll do my best to get at least one game in. See you around. Bye-bye.